Yo, we are back. We should be live on the podcast. King
Hello.
here, and your boy Dylan.
Hello.
I'll throw my face cam up here in a
Hello.
minute. I'm gonna be eating a little bit here while we're going through some of this. So, what we're going to be doing today, obviously, is we're going over the Monday Night Raw 9/23/2024, and we're going to be checking out everything, which there really isn't a whole lot as far as matches that we know about already. So we're going to go through that stuff and then we'll kind of just jumble everything up at the end, kind of go over a little recap of everything like we normally do. And like I said, we got King here with us. So be sure
Hello.
to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. And yeah. All right, you want to go ahead and start off with the first topic? Let's see here. I I think we should probably talk
Yeah.
about what would you like to start off with?
Probably Sami Zayn and Ludwig Kaiser.
All right.
So, everyone, uh, before we start, I just want to say there are 3 matches confirmed tonight. 3. This is one of the 3.
Yep. And
And that
so
is surprising for Raw, which means either there's going to be some big surprises planned, or these matches will be longer than usual.
I'm sure they'll have some special matches that'll start or that'll feud up during Raw tonight.
Yeah.
Um Sheamus could be one of them. I don't know what's all going on with the Pete Dunne situation still. So
Me either. Oh, and Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed.
yeah, they went
Can't
through
wait
that
for that.
wall last Monday. Man, that was crazy.
I
I
feel
don't
like
even know
every
how.
time the ring has, I feel like every time the ring has broken in this business, Braun Strowman's been there.
Or been involved with
Braun
it.
Strowman's like in the vicinity of the ring.
The monster of all monsters.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, no, I guess there was that one time the Demon and Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules, but I feel like that was botched. There's no way.
yeah,
That
I
was
don't remember that. I don't think I've actually watched that match.
the so they actually posted the full match today. It was the worst. It was like a great match, but it had the worst ending possible.
Yeah, I get what you mean there.
Like even fans of Roman Reigns say that the Demon should have won that match, and the way they ended it was awful.
It'd be
It
cool
was
if
an
you'd go
awful
back
ending.
to that. I liked
It
that
was in Ohio.
persona.
It was in Ohio.
Yeah, the Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Columbus.
Yeah, did you see it?
No, but I heard about it. Yeah, because it was at Nationwide Arena.
Yeah, they just uploaded it to their YouTube channel today. I think it was a live stream. I watched that during lunch.
Yeah, I'll have to check
And
that out. I don't think I actually watched that match before.
yeah, it was my first time watching it. And yeah, the comments were absolutely flaming this match.
Let me get
Saying,
my camera up
I
here.
mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh, is
It
it
was
even?
don't get me wrong, it was definitely an amazing match, but the ending just made no sense whatsoever.
Right. So yeah. All right. So Sammy and Ludwig Kaiser. So you know Sammy's been trying to get that heavyweight belt, guys. So he's trying to get that World Heavyweight Championship off of Gunther because the last time they fought, the Intercontinental Championship. Let me turn this down a little bit. I feel like it's too bright there. But the Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn took out Gunther, took the Intercontinental Championship. So now Sammy feels Gunther is too scared to fight him. So
Because he is.
we'll just have to wait and see. I know Gunther doesn't seem like he's too scared of Sammy, but He is. He is. Yeah. You're right, King. He is scared. He just doesn't really want to show it, you know? So tonight, hopefully, he can send a message to Gunther and take out Ludwig Kaiser, and we'll see what ends up happening there. But I feel like Sami Zayn's going to send him a message, and Gunther might actually take him up on this offer after this. But who knows? This match can go different ways.
I think someone's gonna force the match to happen at Bad Blood.
At Bad Blood. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely going to
like
happen because
Adam Pearce
yeah.
could probably force the match at Bad Blood. I would love to see like another steel cage match. That would be insane.
Yeah. They
It would
don't
probably
do
be
steel
something
cage
from, like
matches very
SmackDown,
often.
you know?
And let alone on
No.
like
Oh,
SmackDown or
wait.
Raw, you know? It's I
Oh,
mean
I
we
meant
had the
Hell in the
Becky
Cell.
one.
Did I say steel cage?
Yeah, you did.
I meant Hell in the Cell. Okay.
Yeah.
I meant Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they were doing a couple of them, but because it sucks they got rid of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view itself, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a
Wish
lot of
they
people
would.
miss like Hell in a Cell, they miss, TLC, Extreme Rules, like, that was so fun watching that stuff. And then again, like I said, I can't really recall when I was, heavily watching WWE before, because I never really like heavily watched it, but I was into WWE as a kid. So like, probably like 2007, 2010, I did watch some of those. I did watch Raw, I did watch some SmackDowns, but I can't recall like everything. Now, my favorite was Degeneration X, Triple H, stuff like that. So, I don't know. The like Extreme Rules and the TLC and all that stuff, I didn't really watch a lot of that stuff back then because the pay-per-views were so expensive back then. You had to spend like $50 every time they did a pay-per-view, you know? And I feel like now it's just easier to watch stuff, and I don't know. We'll have to see how things go. I feel like my
Imagine
focus
like
here is going
you
off on
say
the
that
camera.
they canceled like Hell in the Show, Extreme Rules, TLC.
Hell in a Cell.
What if
You're
they
tired,
do
I can
like
tell.
yeah, I if y'all don't know, I am in my
Exhausted.
bed under my blankets in the fetal position. I am that tired.
You're doing it from the bed today.
I've had a long week. I've been having very long weeks. I've been tired all the time. And I'm not trying to make this podcast about me or
No,
anything,
you're good.
but I've been exhausted. You have
Hell,
no
any of you guys
idea.
that want to join in, talk about stuff, you guys are more than welcome to get a hold of me, join the Discord, anything like that. I did forget to pin the Discord in the comments in the live chat there for you guys. But if you guys are wanting to join the Discord, anything like that, let us know. You guys are more than welcome to join on Mondays or Fridays, anytime you want. Even if you're not wanting to speak or anything, you just be active in the stage with us. But yeah, this match is definitely gonna end up sending a message to Gunther in some way, I feel.
What's interesting is that you talk about how they canceled Hell in a Cell, Extreme Rules, TLC. I feel like I feel like it's like somehow they're gonna bring back all those matches in Bad Blood because they brought back Hell in a Cell for Bad Blood.
Well,
What
there's
if
the
they do
garbage
like
match. When's
Sami
that? Is that on
Zayn?
SmackDown? Are they doing that on
Yeah, that's on
SmackDown?
SmackDown in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks,
So it's
in a week from Friday,
the SmackDown before Bad Blood, right?
SmackDown before Bad Blood.
Because yeah, Chelsea Green and Meechin are going at it in that.
I have
But
no idea what a dumpster match
they do need to
is, but
bring
it
back.
sounds interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen a dumpster match before, so it's going to be interesting. I'm sure it works just kind of like an ambulance match. You got to kind of beat your opponent into the garbage can or garbage.
Like the coffin matches with the Undertaker.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of similar to that, I'd imagine. I've never physically watched one. I'm sure we could, look it up on YouTube at some point, but
Probably.
yeah,
But again,
Sammy's
you
probably
talk
going to win
about
this
how
match.
like
Huh?
you talk about how like they canceled Hell in a Cell, TLC, Extreme Rules, but they brought back Hell in the Cell for Bad Blood for this match
Well,
specifically.
Bad
What if
Blood's
they do
where
like
Hell
Sami
in a Cell
Zayn
originated,
versus yeah? What if they
and then
do
it
like
went into its
Sami
own
Zayn
pay-per-view, and then
and
I don't know. I just feel like not every match nowadays has to be a Hell in a Cell match. You know, like I get their point, cause like those matches can be a lot more brutal. You know, cause you are getting slammed up
yeah?
against metal and stuff like that. Anything can happen, regardless. You know, but I just feel
Well, I
like,
feel like that's the point of Bad Blood,
and
to
not
be
only
brutal.
that, but like I feel like the Drew and CM Punk match is going to destroy the Cell. Like there's going to be they're going to break out of it. I don't know if they'll go through
Yeah.
the top of it like back in the day, but I know for for a fact that they're going to break out of that cell in some way, whether someone's going through the cell or what. I'm sure they'll climb up
I
to the
think I
top and fight
remember.
too.
I think I remember telling you something like a Raw after a pay per view, and like I think it was either Rhea or Drew McIntyre. I
Hmm.
said, "Good luck, you're dying tonight if one of those two wrestlers is
I
there."
know, bro. I remember you
But
saying that.
as I was trying to say earlier, they brought back Hell in a Cell for this Bad Blood match. What if they do like Sami Zayn versus Gunther Extreme Rules match or tables,
Tables,
ladders, or
ladders,
chairs
chairs.
match?
Yeah, TLC. That would be pretty cool actually to see.
Like
I
give
do
these
feel like Sammy's
pay-per-views a
definitely
fun
gonna win
Reddit
this
thing.
match though tonight. He's got to send a message to Gunther. There's got to be a reason for Gunther to want to take him on again, you know? Because the only reason why
Yeah.
he's being hesitant is because he got beat last time. That's the only reason. But he's not trying
And
to
on the
show that he's
grandest
scared.
stage of them all.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He's not trying to show that he's scared, is the thing. But you know he is. I mean, Brett even told him that. He said he's a coward, a yellow coward.
Yeah. If Bret Hart tells you you're a coward, then you're a fucking coward.
Yeah. But yeah, if that match does end up into play, I don't feel like Sammy's gonna win it though. If you get what I mean. I don't know.
What
I would
if
like to
like
see Sammy go as world heavyweight champion, but I just don't feel like they're going to do that. Cause I just feel like
I wonder if like somehow within the coming weeks, Sammy does somehow get Kaiser to turn against Gunther, and it's Kaiser versus Gunther at Bad Blood for the World Heavyweight Championship.
yeah, that would be hmm. I mean, that could be a good match, you know?
Yeah. Tiffany is Miss Money in the Bank. I'm sure Gunther should get something at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, for the people wondering, Kaiser and Tiffany are, I think, married in real life.
I don't know. I don't know. I know they're together. I don't know if they're actually married. They might be. They've been
Well,
together for a
I
while though.
don't. I said they might be married. I know. I definitely
Yeah.
know that they're together.
Yeah, I don't
But most of the time when couples have like have something grand or a championship in WWE, like the other companion also gets a title. Like, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, they were both like the first NXT champions.
hmm
Um, Rhea, well, this was a fake one, but Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio, Rhea held the world championship. Dominic held the North American championship.
Yep.
What else? Triple H and I don't know about that one.
Kaiser might get the money in the
But
bank.
yeah, a lot of couples have held different titles at the same time. So,
Yeah.
with Tiffany being Miss Money in the Bank, maybe we could see Kaiser having a title reign or something.
Yeah, and I feel like we could see that in the future. And I don't know, there's a lot of weirdness going on because Gunther questioned him all weird and he turned like what if Kaiser really does have something to say to Gunther? He just doesn't have the meat, to say it to him, or the
Well,
courage, I
G-
should say.
I want to
Because
say
Gunther would
Giovanni
chop him
Vinci's
off.
doing
Gunther
great.
would chop him in two.
Yeah. I want to say Giovanni Vinci's doing great, but he's
What's
been
up,
pinned
Venison?
so easily.
Welcome to the stream. He said yeet. Yeah, I appreciate you guys
Yeet.
all tuning in. Oh, we're going to be talking about that topic here shortly. But yeah, so
I think we'll talk about
ultimately,
that
I think
next.
this match is simply just to send a message to Gunther.
Yeah. I mean, we're 2 weeks away from Hell in the Cell. So
That's the one I'm
a
most excited
heavyweight
for, so
match,
we might as well just go ahead and talk about it now.
a heavyweight championship match has to be confirmed tonight.
Yeah, we need to have a Gunther in a match at Bad Blood. That world
Because
title needs to be on the line.
it's rare that they ever confirm a championship match like the week of a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like I think they did that for Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. But other than that, they never confirm a match the week of a pay-per-view. When they do, it's rare. So we have to have confirmation of a World Heavyweight Championship match at Bad Blood tonight.
Yeah, we do. We do. And I'm sure we're going to get that. Because you got to think, there's 3 topics to talk about right now because everything else is just behind the scenes and we won't know until we actually see what goes on in Raw tonight.
Yeah.
All right. The return of the Scottish Warrior. So, as Punk went off last night talking about everything, basically, he said that he is going to basically Drew's going to have to basically take him completely out of the question before he's going to stop coming for him. So we're gonna see Hell in a Cell. Drew McIntyre is obviously going to talk about what Punk said last week, and we're going to get his side of what he thinks. And like CM Punk said, I bet you Drew's already waiting at hell for him. So.
Oh, speaking of this match,
it was funny how CM Punk quoted that.
I made a bet with Spacewalker. So me and Spacewalker have argued a couple times about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre because CM Punk is his goat, Drew's my goat, as you can see from my profile picture.
Yep.
We've made a bet. I don't know if I can disclose the bet. You might have to wait till the day of Bad Blood to figure out what the bet was.
Yep.
But I'm probably gonna lose.
Well, that don't sound very good.
not only is this match probably gonna be one of the best matches, it's confirmed that it's the main event for Bad Blood.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's crazy they're gonna make that main event though. If that's main event, then what? So that means Cody. Does that mean Cody and Roman's match and all that? Is that gonna be what's before?
Cody usually kicks off pay-per-views since he's been champion.
Actually,
so
you might be right. They might actually start off with that match.
Yeah, they could start with that match, which makes me want to laugh at these Roman whiners, as I'm calling them. People are like, "Oh, Cody needs Roman
so
to
bad in
event.
the picture," and it's like he's got a lot of life things to be worried about right now, other than, I feel like
I've seen so many people
brought him
go
back.
like, "Oh, Cody Rhodes needs Roman Reigns to main event at pay-per-view," and if that match kicks off, I'm gonna laugh so hard in these guys' faces.
Yeah, because it don't have to be the main event every time. Yeah, it's not the world heavyweight. It's not. No, my bad. It's not the undisputed belt being put on the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In this match, it's just a simple tag match. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think it's bloodline rules or anything like that. It might be
It's not.
before it gets to that point, but as of right now, it's just a normal tag match with Roman and Cody teaming up to fight Jacob and Solo. So
Well,
yeah,
these bloodline rules matches have a habit of being confirmed to be a bloodline rules matches the night before the match. In SummerSlam, they had that tag team match to confirm if it was a blood bloodline rules match or not.
yep,
At what was it, SummerSlam? Solo asked, not really asked, kind of demanded it be a bloodline rules match the night before SummerSlam.
yeah, and
So if the tag team match is going to be a Bloodline Rules tag team match, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu,
yep.
it would probably be confirmed the night before Bad Blood.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Back
So
to Drew
yeah,
McIntyre.
we keep getting a little off topic, but that's okay because there's not really a whole lot to really cover topic wise. You know what I mean? Because the only other topic we have is the Intercontinental Championship match with Yeet and
Yeah, for the for the people just tuning in, there are only 3 things confirmed
I'm gonna
tonight.
dog
That
walk
was
your
the
ass.
match we talked about before this, Sami Zayn and versus Luke Kaiser. Drew McIntyre talking about his match at Hell in a Cell, and what we're gonna talk about after this.
Yep.
Um, which again is weird for Raw, which means
Because they normally push out
there's
like
a
six
lot.
different things, and it's like, okay, so we got this match, we got the six versus
Yeah,
American made, like they normally push out all this stuff, but it's like, okay, Drew McIntyre returns, Intercontinental Championship match, and then it's
yeah,
like, and then Sami Zayn versus Luke Kaiser, which is pretty standard, because we was expecting that stuff, but it's like, what are they holding back that we don't know about? Because like every Raw this week or this month has been pushing a lot of content. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel like the Jay versus Braun Breaker match could go for an hour
Oh yeah.
because Jay has like the Terror Twins, Ehad Dragunov, and
Yeah, LJ
the Judgment Day
Dragunov
is
and all
just
that
gonna
stuff.
try to fucking make him lose no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of
I
grudge. And I feel like if that was the case, I'm sure Damien would help him, give him a little backup.
if you guys follow my Twitter, you would know I'd say this is probably setting up for
You
Survivor
you have to
Series.
post it in the
Having Braun,
Discord and self promote sometime, King.
yeah. If you guys follow my Twitter, you would know, like, last week I said this is probably setting up for Survivor Series, having Braun Breaker and the Judgment Day versus Jey Uso, the New Day, Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah.
And then you go to SmackDown, you're like, huh, this also seems to be setting up for Survivor Series. But what's weird is that there can only be one men's War Games match a year.
Yep, and one
So
women's.
so which one is gonna be at Survivor Series?
I feel
A
like it would
Raw
be Kevin
one
Owens,
or a SmackDown? You
Sami
think
Zayn.
Bloodline? Because I think it's
I
Judgment
don't know
Day.
because I feel like it is going to be a bloodline thing again. I feel like maybe it's Cody, Roman, Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, and
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's the Judgment Day again this year.
And
That
then
might
and
just
then
be,
Bloodline gets all crazy and stuff, and then Randy has to come out and RKO everybody.
this might just be me, but I think it's Bloodline again this
But there's
year.
another
If
character.
Jey Uso,
There's another Bloodline person coming into play at some point.
oh, that's true. I saw that
So
on
there
Twitter.
I don't know if this would be possible, but they could do a 6-on-6, and they could include Sammy on that other side too.
Oh, you think Sammy's gonna come back to the bloodline business.
Sammy would team up with Cody, Roman, and them to defeat the bloodline. Yes, he would.
Well,
And that would reunite Kevin Owens and Sammy for a little bit.
most of the characters that, have been a part of the bloodline and could help Roman out are on Raw. Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, like both of them are on Raw.
Yeah, you gotta
which
think.
is
Sammy was a big part of the bloodline storyline. You know what I mean? So like
for 6 months.
You know what I mean? And when it really you look at it in a big picture, Sammy is going to be looking to help the good and not the bad. So in this situation, he would be willing to help Roman. I mean, look at Cody. You know, it might get him. I don't know. I feel like that could get crazy. I feel like we should get more onto that at the end, because there's some other stuff I'd like to talk about when it comes to that. Because there's going to be some other things coming into play with this bloodline storyline. But yeah, as far as Drew tonight, he's probably just going to be reflecting on what CM Punk said last week, and I don't know if CM Punk will confront, if they'll get confronted this week. It'll probably be maybe next week. They'll probably go face to face or something. But
I think Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk is going to be one of the most brutal Hell in a Cell matches in a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it will be.
Like, I know WWE is supposed to be all PG, but I think this match is going to be fucking brutal.
Oh, yeah, it will be.
It's
going to be awesome, dude. I can't wait. Honestly, it's my most excited match for Bad Blood. And, I mean, the other matches, don't get me wrong, but it's like this match just has me so intrigued, you know? And I'm on Drew's side through this. I just feel like, you know, I mean, Drew did kind of stir it up, and he did kind of start it, but I feel like it's been kind of dragged on too much, and Punk didn't have to. I mean, Punk has screwed him so many times. You know what I mean? Well, Drew didn't even screw Punk over anything. What did Drew screw over Punk? That bracelet? Oh, whoop-de-doo. You know? Like, come on now.
I think Punk was upset that
I like them both.
Drew
Don't get me wrong. I like
for him.
I just like in this storyline. I have to lean towards Drew. I just love that part. You know?
Yeah. I think the reason Punk was so upset is because Drew prayed Punk would get injured the night of Royal Rumble, and which, you know, that's kind of a fucked up thing to pray on someone. But, you know.
And it happened.
Just clear bitching.
That's what's crazy about it. Yeah. It actually happened.
Yeah, he screwed Drew out of the World Championship title, I think, 3 times?
Yeah.
3 times. One at Money in the Bank.
Clash at the Castle. Well, WrestleMania, technically.
Yeah. Clash at the Castle, Money in the Bank, and WrestleMania.
Yeah. If Drew would have just walked away, man. He should have just walked away. You didn't have to go rub it into Punk's face.
Yeah. This is the first time a non-championship match is the main event of a pay-per-view since Money in the Bank back in May. So this better be big. This better be a big match.
Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and yeet on over to the next topic.
Yes.
Alright. Jey Uso and Braun Breaker.
Jey Uso will take on the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker.
Yep, this is going to be...
I have no idea.
This is going to be obviously probably the main event of tonight. So yeah, you guys know Braun Breaker and Jey, they've kind of had words here and there, but Jey ended up winning the contenders ladder and has worked his way to a championship match tonight. And basically we're going to see if he's going to win. In my opinion, I don't think Jey's going to pull it off tonight, but as much as I want him to, I just feel like Breaker's gonna take him. But it is gonna be a spear fest. That is something that you can expect. It's gonna be spear after spear. But I feel like
I
Breaker's probably gonna end up taking it home. Unfortunately, again, he's probably gonna retain.
yeah,
Um,
I think
unless
the Judgment Day is gonna get involved in this match.
yeah, you're right. Unless Judgment Day gets involved with this match and Damien has to come out and help, there could be some distractions and it could cause Jay to win possibly because Breaker isn't really aware of the Judgment Day, distractions. He's never really had that involved with his match. So I feel like Breaker could get off guard there if something like that was to happen, and that would be the only way Jay could win.
Yeah.
Unless Jay caught him with a spear out of nowhere where he wasn't, expecting, and that could possibly cause him to win. But I just don't feel like it's going to go in his favor tonight as much as I want it to. Um, I do feel like Jay needs to have a title reign, and if he does get the title tonight, it's probably going to be a short one because I feel
Yeah.
like they're going to put him in the bloodline mess soon. You know?
Well, actually, I feel like during this match, if the Judgment Day and the Terror Twins and Ilya Dragunov and Sami Zayn come out tonight,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Judgment Day versus Jey Uso and
Oh
sorry,
yeah, you're
it's gonna
right.
be Judgment Day and Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso and company at Survivor Series. There's no way it's not gonna be.
Yeah,
Having like
Judgment Day and yeah, I could see them doing something like that, but I just don't feel like they're going to though because I feel like they're just going to stick with the Bloodline stuff and they're gonna put that as Survivor Series. Like I don't know. I guess they'll probably
Chat, what
have
do
to
you
wait.
think? Is it gonna be Bloodline at Survivor Series or Judgment Day?
It
Sorry,
is.
I'm
You are right
interrupting.
though. It is going to be one of those two though. 100%. It's going to be Judgment Day or Bloodline story for that specific topic, when it comes to Survivor Series.
For those of you wondering, Survivor Series War Games, there can only be one men's match and one women's match
Hmm.
per year for War Games in Survivor Series.
Yep.
Which means it can either be the Bloodline or the Judgment Day that is going into Survivor Series and doing their match.
Right.
I think it's a Judgment Day.
Yeah, and you might be right. It might actually be the Judgment Day. But yeah, as far as this match
uh,
goes, I feel like Breaker is going to end up retaining. Um, like I said, as much as I want Jay to win, I just feel like it's probably not going to be tonight for the championship. But I'll eat
Probably
my
not.
words, because it could go either way. It all depends on who gets that spear first.
Well, just think about it. Like, do you know how many enemies these two, how
Yeah,
many
they
friends
both
and
have.
enemies these two people have?
There's going to be an
Like
interference
they're
maybe
all
too.
gonna like Judgment Day, Terror Twins, Zia Dragonoff. What is it? What did Braun Breaker had a thing with Bronson
Ricochet.
Reed a while back?
It was Ricochet too was
Ricochet's in
involved, but
AEW.
yeah, but Ricochet was involved with this story. Ricochet took out Braun
Imagine
Breaker, or he took at Toledo. He came out and I think it was Breaker versus Dragunov, and they fought, and then like Ricochet came out like partway through the match, took out Breaker and stuff, and then uh towards the end, Breaker caught him backstage, and they fought out back, and he went through the windshield, and that was the last time we seen Ricochet. I was there live when
how
we got to
cool
see the last
would that be
Ricochet
to
moment.
have how cool would that be to have both Ricochet on AEW and WWE?
That would be cool, but and that's the thing. Like Ricochet is, ooh, it's not good for him over there at AEW.
Dude,
The other night he
for
had
those
a
of you who don't
promo
know,
against Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay was saying some crazy stuff, and he's like, and all he had to say was "see you there" or something like that. That's all he had to say back to him. Like he could have said something else. Like Will had this like 2 minute freaking like speech on him, and then he's like, "We'll see you in the ring" or something like that. Like it took him like 4 seconds to even spit it out to say that. Like he was like stuck on what he was gonna
Ricochet
say. And I
Ricochet is
feel like
getting
it's just because
so
he's in
much
a
heat.
it could be because he's in a new environment too. He's nervous, you know?
Yeah.
I could get
Ricochet is
that
getting
sense
so
because
much hate
Ricochet's a
on Twitter.
very good performer, dude. There is nothing you can talk bad about Ricochet. That man can get in that ring and he can really perform, you know?
Yeah. Well, when you say talk bad about Ricochet, Ricochet's been getting all sorts of hate on Twitter for going to AEW. They think he's just gonna be forgotten within a couple weeks, and
That's what I
I feel
feel
like
because
people
like
are
he
just
was on
upset
WWE and like
he's not.
I feel like that was just not the move, you know, in that instance. Like but then again, time will tell. Cause look at Sasha. Look what she's created. People didn't like that when she went to AEW, and look where she's at now. You know, like people praise her now. You know, it's cause she's got
Doesn't
her own thing going, and
Mercedes
that was good because when she was in WWE, she didn't really have anything going for her towards the end there. You know. And then
isn't
again, I don't
Mercedes
really fully know her a lot. You know, I've watched some of her older, WWE stuff, but I just feel like for her, she was better off going to AEW because they put her in that spotlight, you know? Like Ricochet,
yeah.
they've kind of they haven't really like boom, you're here, you know? It's like they did one match and then they put him in like this little promo thing and it's just kind of like I don't know, I feel like Ricochet just feels like he's I don't know, he feels nervous or something, you know? Like he's performing good over there. It's just I feel like there's something holding him back, you know? Now that he's over there. There's something really
Yeah.
holding him back, and I'm starting to notice it
I
like real quick. Like it don't even have to like take a lot of time to realize it. It's there's something off
I think it's
with it.
I think it's because of all the hate he's been receiving on Twitter.
That could be too. All the criticism and you know his promo was definitely on Twitter. That's where I saw it, and it was kind of embarrassing to see because it was like if even if it was scripted, it's like he still took those like 4 or 5 seconds before he even could spit out what he wanted to say, and you could tell he was mentally trying to say something, couldn't say it, and then we'll see you there in the ring type thing, you know, just to kind of like bypass what he was the thinking process, you know, because that was starting to get caught on, you
Yeah,
know.
something's definitely in Ricochet.
Yeah, there's
Isn't
some.
like Mercedes? Isn't Mercedes currently a double champion in AEW?
I'm
She
not
has
sure. I
like
haven't
tag
really
team.
caught up on that stuff much.
I think she's a tag team champion and a women's champion.
Yeah.
Oh, another bit of news. Apparently they're working on women's versions for United States and Intercontinental Championships for the women.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know when that's gonna happen. That might happen tonight.
I
That
don't
might
know if it
happen
would
tonight.
happen tonight, but that is actually that makes more sense that they would add those, you know? It would make it more I don't know how to explain it. Because I feel like when they start to split a lot of this stuff up and then they're bringing back the Saturday Night Main Event and like all this stuff, like I feel like there's gonna need to be like champions to go around, you know?
Yeah.
So them adding those extra steps would help, yeah, in my opinion.
This
And it would be better for people
this
that have
probably
money in the
means that
bank
they're
too.
gonna be
Huh?
sorry. This probably means that they're gonna be doing a lot more with the women's division than like we
I
than we currently
mean,
know.
there's some women's matches that, are, in my opinion, are just better than some of the men matches that they do.
Yeah.
I really do think that.
It would make sense if they would like reveal them tonight.
Yeah,
And since there like isn't a lot of matches or stuff to be like confirmed to begin with, it would make sense that they uh reveal them tonight.
yeah.
but where would they? That's what kind of stops me. How would they confirm a champion?
I don't know how they would confirm a champion. I don't know how you're trying to say that, bub.
Well, the championship has to go to someone, and of course they're gonna reveal it. But then, who are they gonna give the championship to?
Well, they would
Who's gonna
probably have
defend it?
a. Okay, so in that instance, they would probably have like a bracket or like a contenders match thing for it, you know? Kind of like what
Yeah,
they've done in the past. Like, for instance, Rhea Ripley, when she vacated her title, they did a battle royal on Raw. Becky won, and then, they did a steel cage match with Liv, and you know where that
yeah,
went. Now
yeah.
Liv
I think
owns
I heard at
Judgment
like
Day,
I think I
and there
heard
ain't
like
nothing
Seth
anybody can do about
Rollins
it.
at Night of Champions, like Seth Rollins at Night of Champions defeated someone. I don't remember who. Who do you want to see as a well, since it's Raw, who would you want to see as a women's intercontinental champion?
Hmm. I don't know, to be honest. Because I feel like
Who who probably deserves it?
that's a
Who
hard
like
question, to be honest. Because there's plenty of them out there that could possibly, like Michin. There's like, a lot of superstars that could be looked at for this specific championship,
yeah.
like Michin. Uh, Man, I'm trying to
I
think.
think
Because
for
I
the
know Michin would be a
it,
really good one for that one.
I think for the
Um,
intercontinental championship on Raw, um,
I just feel like,
probably Asuka.
yeah,
I
Asuka,
think,
Michin, but that's
or
the
like
thing. We're
Damage,
still waiting for
someone
Asuka to
in Damage
return too.
Control,
Dakota
someone
Kai.
in Damage Control, or like
Your
someone in
Fusion
Damage Control,
Collective. We could
or
have like Shayna Baszler or like
Shayna Baszler
uh
would be an amazing
Intercont.
intercontinental champion.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler. Even Zoe Stark, for instance, she would be
Yeah.
decent too. Um, we need someone that could pull off a promo. You know what I mean? Like someone that could grab the mic and, you know, because I feel like that's the most important, one of the most important factors for a champion is to be able to have great mic skills too. It's not just about being a good performer and being, that high stake talked about person, you know what I mean? Or that person that the crowd loves. But having great mic skills is probably something that would be the most valuable for a champion, because you got to be able to defend yourself, you know what I mean? You got to be able to lead that good promo. Because if you go out there and you can't put on a good promo, then you're not going to be able to really give us that satisfaction of a champion.
Bro, Shayna Baszler would be an amazing a woman intercontinental women's championship,
Oh
and no
yeah,
one can tell me
Women's
otherwise.
Intercontinental
Shayna
Championship.
Baszler, Shayna Baszler would be an
Now, didn't
amazing
they used to
first.
have a Women's Intercontinental Championship? Or have they never had an Intercontinental Championship for the women's division?
I think I think this is the first time they've done women's championships for secondary titles.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't. I know they've had
Well,
like the
besides the
Diva
women's North American.
Championships. They've had like. Yeah, I don't know if they've had an Intercontinental Championship for the women's. So this would be, I think,
Well,
new if they haven't done that already before.
well, okay. Before people yell at me, this is the first time they've done a women's secondary championships on the main roster because there's the women's what is it? North American Championship on NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't yell at me. I know my
No,
I
you're
know
good.
my WWE.
No, you're good, bud. Trust me. I get what you mean on that. But it's like That would actually probably turn the tables a little more if they did actually add that type of a championship into the game, you know? Because then there would be
Yeah.
like, you got to think like Money in the Bank people would have more of a satisfaction of something to go for. Um, there would just be overall more story to everything. And I feel like right now, like every single feud we have right now has everybody connected, in some way to that feud.
Do you
Like
have your
even if it's
AC
not
on
their
it?
favorite specific feud that we've got going on right now, like it's still got everyone glued to it. Like for instance, the living the Judgment Day stuff, the Bloodline stuff, the um Sami Zayn and Gunther feud, like what's going on with Jay, like, just all this stuff going on, LA
Mhm.
Knight, like there's just like all these stories that everyone's following that's like not hard to get into, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that
Yeah.
each storyline right now has something for it, if you get what I mean. It's like there's something to
Hmm.
watch about it. There's something to, see what's going on more about. It's not like they're holding anything back right now, but they are, because what I was going to say earlier when it comes to like Bad Blood and stuff, like we could possibly see Jimmy return, but the whole big picture that everyone's forgetting, Cody and Roman are teaming up. They have been rivals and they have hated each other forever. That's a big controversial thing right now. Roman and Cody teaming up. What's going to happen?
Hmm.
The Rock is going to return at some point in time. I don't know when, but The Rock is going to return. He is going to be pissed that Roman Reigns is working with Cody, and it's going to start a feud between The Rock and Roman, and they are going to fight in 2025 at WrestleMania. So
Probably.
that would leave Cena in the picture because it's like Cena is leaving in WrestleMania. That's his farewell. Like I know Cena's got a lot of other stuff going on, but it's like they need to put him into play. They need to. They're leaving him out of play right now. Like he needs to be into this storyline. We need to see some matches. We need to see him just be a part of WWE, not just, oh, okay, 2 weeks before Mania, he's
Oh,
gonna show up and be like, okay, well, we're having this match. What's this farewell tour we're having? It's like,
oh, I
um,
forgot to post this. Um,
unless they're waiting for
John
Netflix, which is
Cena,
probably what they're doing.
I forgot to post this, but John Cena submitted uh who he wants to have a match with for his farewell tour. I forgot to post that.
Okay.
But now you know.
I want to see Cena and Punk. I want to see Randy Orton and Cena. I want to see Cena at least get another title and defend it before he has to leave. Um, it's not like
Yeah,
Cena's gonna be out of the picture forever. It's not like this is oh, I'm done, you'll never see me again. This is a
he's gonna be like the Undertaker and
wrestling.
return once.
Yes, he's gonna be like Undertaker. He will come he'll do probably promos here and there. You might even see him slide into NXT or something crazy like that. Um,
He could
like
be.
he'll still be in the picture. He just kind of like what he's doing right now. He's not in the picture, but they used him for WrestleMania. There's going to be instances where he's still going to be connected to the WWE universe. This isn't like the end of all ends, where he's not going to be a part of
Yeah.
anything ever again. It's just one of those things where he's just going to be just in the back burner, and like when we have a moment to relive something historic, pull him into play. And that's what they did with Undertaker, and they're gonna do that for years on end. That's just how WWE does it. You gotta you gotta have that little bit of a past and a present type of a feel.
Yeah.
So did you get that post? that you were talking about? I didn't know if you had like the list of like
Find it.
oh, you can't find
I
it.
can't find it. No.
I know a lot of
I know I saw
I
it.
know what the fans want. They do want a CM Punk match. They do want another Randy Orton match. You know, like there's other people I would like to see him fight too, like maybe even McIntyre or maybe even Rollins again or you know just something like that, you know, because like he needs to have a good send off if you get what I mean. We can't just be like, "Oh, he shows up a month before Mania and you know, that would be a letdown. I want to see some Cena stuff, you know? They need to get him into the
Yeah.
picture, even if he's just talking and pulling off some promos and having people come out and shoot crap at him or something, you know? Like, or at least like this winter come on TV and be like, uh, my farewell tour coming up and blah 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 and this and that, and then maybe someone could come out and you know get him into a feud and then you know, maybe he's next week he's fighting him or something, you know, like we need to see some matches on Raw, maybe SmackDown, maybe have him rotate between those two before Mania or something.
Yeah. What was I gonna talk about? I think John Cena should do a match every week for the for like a whole year.
Maybe in
For like
2025 like he starts and he does a match every week.
yeah.
I'd like to see him even go into NXT and do a match too with one of the young guns or something, you know? That would be cool.
Yeah.
There's just so many options and ways that could go. And then again, you know, Cena's a busy person. You know, he can't just drop what he's doing to come do this. You know, I mean, then again, WWE is kind of what built him. You know, that's a staple of
Yeah.
who he is. And yeah, the movies and all that stuff, they done him well, and he's been, you know, had a lot of great, you know, accomplishments. But I just feel like WWE is where his main accomplishment was. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go ahead and wrap this up if you want to, King. I mean, we've basically talked about everything. The Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker. We talked about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre stuff because Drew McIntyre is returning. We're gonna get to hear from him, and then Sami Zayn taking on Louis Kaiser, which we all know it's going to be a message to send to Gunther if Sami Zayn wins. Hopefully, Sammy can get this match with Gunther and they can run it at Bad Blood. So we'll just have to wait and see what's going on with that. And the rest of the stuff's just probably all going to be like matches that stir up during Raw and stuff. So we just have to wait and see what all gets stirred up. Uh, Stuff like that. But yeah, King, is there anything you'd like to add on that you want to talk about, my man? You still there, King? I do not know what just happened. They must have kicked him out somehow or something.
I'm
There we go.
back.
All right, so I was just basically
I need to
wrapping it
stop
up,
them.
and if there was anything you wanted to add on,
Yeah, I'll just remind them of the daily stuff. I remind everyone. Number one, you want to keep up on WWE news, maybe even watch WWE with some people in the server. Um, Join the Discord server. It should be pinned right now in the stream.
yeah, I didn't pin
Um,
it today. I apologize for that.
okay,
But
go to
the
the
main
main
channel,
channel.
Dylan591, we'll have the podcast up there. You guys can go watch the VOD there. We'll have chapters and everything. You can skip through, see where the certain topics are and stuff like that that we talked about.
Yep. And Yeah, when you join the server, I keep up on WWE news. I do recaps, but I think I'm taking a break on recaps for right now. I'm very exhausted. I just got back to school and I've been overworked.
Yeah, you're good,
Um,
bud.
but I keep up on the WWE news. I stalk their Twitter. You can watch wrestling with people in the server. You can share clips and photos from your favorite WWE live shows.
Yep. And I've got plenty
Another
of clips
reminder.
from when I went to.
Another reminder is that these wrestlers are fucking human. Okay? They're not actual wrestlers. They are fucking humans. Stop sending threats to them
I
like I see
know, there's
them
been
doing
so much
online.
stuff going on around Twitter about people talking so much slap on them, and it's like they are
What's
literally
going
just
on?
humans.
We're ending the podcast.
Yeah, we're getting ready to end the podcast, Huber.
Well, I was just gonna pop in and say my opinion on Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
I hate to say
Your turn.
it, but I don't think Jey is winning.
Nope.
Okay.
I do not think that Jay is going to win this either. I feel like Breaker is going to end up retaining, or there's probably going to be some sort of a interference, whether Dragunov or any of the contenders that were fighting for it
Yeah, it's true.
might have
Because
some jealousy and might want to take it out and disqualify the match.
Jey is just not gonna win in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately,
I
as
do
much
not
as we want him
think
to.
that Ludwig is going to beat Sami Zayn.
You don't think so? You think Ludwig is
Yeah.
So
And I think CM Punk is going to beat Drew McIntyre with a strap on once again.
you think so? You think so,
Yeah.
Bad Blood?
Anyways, yippee.
I mean, Hubert's probably right about that, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What else was I saying? There was another thing I
You were
needed to
basically
say.
talking about,
how
how-
these wrestlers are human.
yeah.
Follow our socials. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Discord. That's pretty much it.
For sure, my dude.
I think that's
All
everything I
right,
need to
King.
talk
Well, I will talk to you later, my man. And appreciate you tuning into the podcast. Appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning into the podcast. Like I said, VOD will be up
No
on the main
problem.
channel here in just a little while. So we'll catch you guys later. Have a great day, King, and we'll see you guys all.